I was born in Larne Road by the Swan, and that they couldn't get a home, and so they started with a self-build group, the first one ever on Franklin Beach's estate by the hospital, and it all was going smoothly and beautifully, and very exciting. And then one day Pop came home from work to say there was another group starting up, and they needed an electrician and a plumber, and my first husband was the electrician, and would we be interested in joining the group, because we couldn't get on the housing list and we were living with in-laws and things. And we jumped at it, and we went to Ward End and met the rest of the group, and they took us on as my husband's electrician. And the person we met was Mr. Don Orchard, that lives at number 44, Robbie's husband and his wife, and we all met up from there. And they got the money off the council, and they owned the land here. We bought the land off them, and 9 of us started to build our homes. We'd got an electrician hours and things every evening, not for the ladies, because they wouldn't insure us, so we couldn't work. We sneaked, but we weren't supposed to. But the guys came every night, winter and summer. We had big lamps put up for them to build all through the winter. And it seems silly now, but this house cost us £4,000 all those years ago. But it was an awful lot of money, because we only earned £12 a week. And silly things happened. We never had any refuge people come or anything, because there was nothing at first. And then they started to come, for the people opposite. And Robbie actually complained that they weren't taking our rubbish away. And she stepped out the back door a few days later to get into her wellies, and they literally took a word for it. And her bin had gone, her wellies had gone. Everything that was left outside that wasn't screwed down, they took away. And things, so we've had some real good luck.
I moved to Chelmsley Wood because of the housing crisis. I was married, I was expecting my first baby, and we was offered a flat on Chelmsley Wood. When I moved to Chelmsley Wood, for a start off, was the flat that we were given was absolutely beautiful. It was modern, it was clean, it was new, nobody else had lived in it, so that was fine. But it was difficult, because Chelmsley Wood was just a housing. There was no town centre, there was no bus service, there was no shops, there was absolutely nothing at all. And to get off Chelmsley Wood, we had to go to Tollcross Road before catching the very first bus out of Chelmsley Wood. Oh, that was very friendly, because we were all young people. We were all young, we were all in the same boat, we were all with young children, so we were a great crew. I personally love Chelmsley Wood. I've never found any trouble, never had any trouble. And I really like Chelmsley Wood. People do give it a bad name, but wherever you live, whether it be Kingshurst or further away, Smethwick or wherever, you are going to have good and bad. But I find Chelmsley Wood's as good as anywhere.
I first moved to England, it was 2009. From 2009, I moved from Syria in here, asylum seeker refugee. Yeah, I get a lot of my neighbor like friends, and all people like any celebration, any like thing happen for Christmas, give me the card, they give me a lot of friends of my area. It's better from old one. Yeah, I told, because I was in Smithswood, I get a lot of trouble with my neighbor. When I moved from to Chelmsley with nearly 2 years, I have settled and happy in Chelmsley Wood.